through the art of cosplaying, they got to, kind of live out their fantasies in real life, getting to dress up.
Like a lot of on a like more happy note, if you cosplaying, you got unlimited personalities. Like think about it. Like think about it, bro. If your girl know how to cosplay, imagine she dress up as Starfire. Or imagine she dress up as Korra from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Of course, like the adult version, cause they're legits. But like, you feel me? Like your girl can dress up as Shigo from Kim Possible. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, bro. I say what's good, YouTube. I say what's good, YouTube. I say what's good, YouTube. It's your boy 3 Stacks. Say what's good, YouTube. It's your boy 3 Stacks. What's good, YouTube? It's time to react. And today, man, we got a video titled "Cosplayer Life Ends After Being Bullied." And if you know me, I really don't like bullying at all. And we just talked about this TikTok challenge that had to do with bullying, so it kind of breaks my heart to hear that somebody's life ended as a result of bullying. So without further ado, let's get right into it.
An anime cosplayer is no longer with us, and it's because of racism. Ashley, who went by the username SquidKid1111, she was a cosplayer that cosplayed anime characters. Some of her cosplays include Nami from One Piece, Ochako from My Hero Academia, Rize from Chainsaw Man, Mao Mao from The Apothecary Diaries, as well as video game characters. Her cosplays are amazing. If we scroll through her page, you guys cannot tell me these aren't good cosplays. But wait, some people will say they aren't good because she's black. Unfortunately, racism is still very much a thing in today's world. Ashley's family made a post announcing the passing of Ashley. They revealed in a recent story post that she received many disgusting racist comments. I'm not going to put the comments on screen, but just know they are disgusting. All these comments built up dark thoughts within Ashley, and she decided to exit the world by her own hands.
And all I gotta say is, this entire story is completely sick, it's disgusting, and it really just ruined my day. And I'm not really a cosplayer. I have watched anime before, Naruto, DBZ, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up, right? The Americanized versions, I suppose, with English voice actors. So, that is as far as my anime experience goes, but I never really got into the cosplay world at all. But one thing I can relate with is understanding that anime was a refuge sometimes for me, because it's not like typical cartoons, and they actually have storylines and narratives and plot lines and anti-heroes and heroes that you look up to, and you can see yourself within those characters, like a Naruto, where you may have felt isolated or depressed or not confident in yourself or insecure. You may have saw yourself within those characters, like a Naruto or a Lee or a Sasuke or a Sakura. Or if you were a DBZ fan, Vegeta, Goku, Bulma, Chi-Chi, Trunks, all these characters contributing to the storyline and having their own strengths. And despite all the odds, despite the planet maybe blowing up or their village being destroyed or them being an outcast, despite all odds, these characters never gave up. They had perseverance. They always, when knocked down, decided through pure determination and sheer willpower, decided to move forward, get back up, dust your feet off, and keep going. And not gonna lie, that is what helped me growing up, honestly. And I'm going to assume for a lot of cosplayers who are attached to these characters from various animes that they watched growing up, through the art of cosplaying, they got to, kind of live out their fantasies in real life, getting to dress up.
Like a lot of on a like more happy note, if you cosplaying, you got unlimited personalities. Like think about it. Like think about it, bro. If your girl know how to cosplay, imagine she dress up as Starfire. Or imagine she dress up as Korra from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Of course, like the adult version, cause they're legits. But like, you feel me? Like your girl can dress up as Shigo from Kim Possible. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm telling you, if your girl a cosplayer gang, And you done found you one.
Up as the character that may have helped you growing up through your darkest and toughest moments. And you would think consumers of anime, right? People who have that understanding of why they loved a particular character from an anime, or how cosplaying as a particular character, acting as that character in real life can bring some kind of peace or confidence to that particular individual. You would think the anime and cosplay community would understand that and welcome all individuals who can relate. But unfortunately, no. It seems as though that the anime and cosplay world is full of just toxic, downright evil, disgusting individuals who, for some reason, want to gatekeep who can cosplay as particular characters depending on their gender or their race. And I just gotta say, that is just completely disgusting. And I want to say rest in peace to Squid Kid 111. She was a cosplayer who cosplayed as many different types of anime characters. As you can see here, I'm scrolling down her page so you guys can see, you can get a vibe for what she did. I mean, clearly, she was heavily invested in the anime cosplay world, and I'm sure she found comfort in a lot of the anime characters she would dress up as, right? We're all very familiar about cosplay conventions, communities, forums, so on and so forth. And I just want to give a quick shout out to Nakia on Twitter for tagging me in the story. Multiple people have tagged me in the story, including look_jinx on Instagram. And it's just really disgusting how people like in this particular community will bully racially, trying to gatekeep this girl who probably already suffered from bouts of depression and insecurities, who used cosplaying as an outlet for confidence likely, and to connect with characters she loved watching growing up. And somehow
What do people gain from this? What do bullies and people who have so much things like, bro, if I'm walking down the street and I'm doing a hobby that I love to do, why do you have to insert yourself and try to make me feel bad about what I'm doing? Like, unless what I'm doing is actually bothering you or hurting humanity, there's no reason that you should have an opinion on what somebody is doing to have fun or to alleviate whatever they're going through, because you never know what anybody going through. You don't know what people are using to cope with what they're already going through. So for you to comment on something and make them feel weird or bad about something that they're doing is very insensitive. Bro, we need to start putting people in jail for stuff like this. I'm not gonna lie.
How the racists in this community, or the gatekeepers who believe that because of your race or your skin color or your gender, that you are restricted or banned from cosplaying as specific characters. As one comment made by a person on TikTok by the name of Vera said, she said, and I quote, "She cosplayed white characters," said the people who were criticizing her. But it's okay to cosplay Asian characters when you're white. What's the difference? Well, the difference is, unfortunately, in this world, depending on your race or your gender, you get a pass for behavior, apparently, that other people of other races or genders cannot do. Yeah, apparently, there are people out there that genuinely get offended by black or brown or people of darker skin tones cosplaying as quote-unquote white or Asian anime characters, when if the reverse happened, nobody would give a fuck, because it's a fucking anime character.
A black cosplayer is no longer with us in no small part due to racism and discrimination. And I'm seeing a lot of people say that their story is an example of why we need inclusion in the nerd community. When actually, I think it's a reminder that we should be excluding racists and bullies. We know why Genshin Impact doesn't have any dark-skinned characters. We know why HoloLive doesn't have any dark-skinned VTubers. But the average non-black nerd ignores that because it makes them uncomfortable. But when racism runs rampant and you remain silent, these are the types of tragedies that are enabled. You can leave kind comments on every Storm and Canary cosplay you see, but that doesn't matter when you don't check your friend in the group chat calling people monkeys. This shouldn't have happened, and it's on all of us to make sure that it doesn't happen again, by establishing the boundary that there is no coexistence between racism and community. If you want your fandom to be kinder, you need to tell the racist people to go somewhere.
You know, the irony within all of this is that the cosplay and anime community for the longest, aside from the recent trend of, like, I suppose normies getting into anime and cosplaying and gaming, right? It's kind of like pop culture now. Before then, it was full of like nerds, geeks, and outcasts, right? If you watched anime growing up, you would be considered one. So this was a community built off of the foundation of people looking for refuge in characters and, anime characters that they could, build confidence within, or you just, you may have been attached to to the storyline, right? Or the particular character triumphing over their hurdles and their struggles, you know, over the course of the storyline. Now, the irony within all of this is the fact that the same people who came to a community looking for comfort, safety, confidence, and refuge are now the same ones, the same exact ones who are now bullying people within that community to the point to where those people, as you know, in this example, rest in peace to Ashley, they've now bullied her into the point to where, and I have to use my words very carefully, it's YouTube TOS, but she's no longer here. Like, how could people, individuals from a particular community who understand what it's like to be bullied because of their interests, because of things they, you know, couldn't control growing up, how did those individuals become so nasty, so toxic to the point to where they start bullying another member of that community for things that they can't control, like their skin color? Like, this just lets me know if those individuals did, you know, growing up fit into normal society, or weren't neurodivergent, or didn't have nerdy interests, that they wouldn't be any better than the people who bullied them. Given the chance to be the one to be able to have power and control and to be that bully, to exercise control and power and dominion over someone you believe is inferior to you, a lot of people will take that position. They will be nasty. They will be toxic. They will be bullies. They will be the bully light in the hierarchy of bullies. You'd think someone who understands what it's like to be bullied for your, well, I don't know, your color, your race, your gender, your ethnicity, your religion, your culture, your accent, whatever the case may be, that person wouldn't do it to someone else. But alas, we live in a world full of hypocrites, self-unaware cowards, evil human beings who want to gatekeep hobbies and art, culture, because of things that are just totally out of control or out of the ability for the person who is cosplaying as a particular character to change. I just want to say, I can't relate. I don't care what your hobbies are, what your interests are, what you like to do. I will never gatekeep or exclude anybody from anything that I participate in. You guys know I like, you know, I'm a gym bro, but I also like to hike. I like to competitively game. I'm more of an FPS shooter myself. I know, generic. I also am a health enthusiast. I like art. I love to sing. You know, I have a whole bunch of different hobbies, right? And I would never ever exclude anybody of any race or gender or any religion, culture, whatever the case may be, that may have an interest in the same thing that I do. Like, why the fuck would I gatekeep any of that? I would welcome someone in. I would teach them. I would give them advice. I promise you, people can vouch for me. I literally do this. I love helping people. I don't have an ego behind any of this. If somebody wants to, you know, learn about something, I'm all ears, and I would take the time out of my day to help people, you know, just as long as they're, you know, they're positive. They have positive energy about them, because I'm very reciprocal.
And another thing, why do people care the cosplay of the character when the character is fake? Like, and I know, like, some people might not like that, but like, unless it's identity, like, unless the identity of the character is their race or the way that they look, it should not matter what color the person is that cosplays them. Like, for example, if Scooby-Doo, if somebody came out and was white and cosplayed Scooby-Doo, no one's gonna care because it's Scooby-Doo. Like, his whole character isn't the fact that he's that he's a brown dog. It's just that he's a dog. Like, you get what I'm saying? Or Velma or Daphne, or like, it doesn't matter. Like, them being white has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, their character. It's just a character. Like, tighten up, bro. Like, tighten up.
Cool with that. I like good vibes. So it's just weird. This entire story is weird. It annoyed me. Actually, it pisses me off. People actually leaving nasty comments on this young girl's page. She was only 20 years old, by the way. Her name was Ashley. She went by the nickname Ash for short. So I just want to make that clear. Her handle is Squid Kid 111. So if you want to go over and I don't know, man. At this point, she's gone. So what can you do? There is a GoFundMe, I believe. Here are some posts that her family members or friends have posted to the page. They say, in light of Ashley's passing, we feel it important to acknowledge the feelings that may arise from this news, and in life in general, even the brightest smiles we know can struggle with dark thoughts. If you're struggling with the thoughts, please call or text 988. And here is an image of Ashley right here. You know, in their latest post, they say, expressing our sincerest gratitude for the overwhelming outpouring of condolences, encouragement, and support from this incredible community. There are no words for how touching it is to see the lasting impact of Ashley's authentically bright light that continues to shine upon us. Some have asked how they can support. Ashley's family and friends. At this time, we lovingly ask that we honor Ashley not with assumptions, finger pointing, inaccuracies, or accusations, but with healthy engagement, mature conversations that build connection, understanding, and inclusivity. May Ashley's beauty not be lost in divisive behavior, which is wholly contrary to the life they live. A life of compassion, intelligence, listening, forgiving, patience, and kindness towards all. May those navigating mental battles find comfort and encouragement. You are loved. May those facing adversity and uncharted paths be strengthened and inspired. Only you can stop you. May our days be filled with intentional compassion and thoughtfulness. Our actions matter, and may we continue to make a positive impact on the world, just as Ashley so beautifully did. And that was their last statement as of 11 hours ago. I just gotta say, we've got to do better as a society, because this is not even only relegated to the anime cosplay community. This is just society in general. People are just, it doesn't take much effort to be kind or decent or cordial to human beings, fellow individuals, living creatures. There was no need for this, and I just gotta say rest in peace, honestly. Yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. First and foremost, don't, like, no matter what you're going through, I understand it may be hard, but guys, please don't remove yourself from this earth. Please, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, it's so many things, you know what I'm saying, that be going on, but please, like, that should never be an option. Like, there's too many people in here who love you, even though if there's nobody that you think here that cares about you, I care about you, like, I promise you. And stuff like this is very sad to see, and it's like, why even, like, if you see someone's genuinely enjoying themselves and genuinely doing something that doesn't hurt the community, if anything, what she was doing more so helping, because she was finding more like-minded people and helping people get out their shell. But for you to come and bash her for that, like, that's just overly weird. But thank y'all for watching the end of the video. It's your boy 3 Stacks. You know I keep it 3,000. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Have a blessed day, and on to the next one. Peace.
I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out to save. I got Lil Max with me, he the way. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my money in